Another week off work, so I decided to do another vlog. Cassandra, Tom and I went into Edinburgh. It's so strange going to Edinburgh when there's no Christmas market. It's just empty space, and honestly, I find it kinda boring. I much prefer Glasgow. However, this little bit that you can go over and sit on the benches is quite nice. We got the train from Coatbridge and it was a £13 return, which isn't actually too bad when you think about it. One thing that I do like better about Edinburgh is the old buildings. I feel like Glasgow is just so full of new buildings and it completely wastes the view. Obviously, in Edinburgh, you've got the castle, which is under repairs right now. Randomly, I seen an article a couple of weeks ago about protesters who seized the castle, saying that they were claiming it as it belonged to the people. That's all fine and well, but they're obviously forgetting that it's going to cost a fortune to keep up repairs. Cassandra and I went to TK Maxx, and I must admit that Edinburgh TK Maxx is one of my favourites. It is the best if you're willing to spend a bit of money. I found this Dolce & Gabbana pig t-shirt. It was in the men's section and it was £70. I managed to talk myself out of buying it. I was going to buy these stunning guest trousers. They were only £19.99, and when I held them up to me, they were literally all the way down past my feet, all the way down onto the floor. And I says to Cassandra, nobody's got to fit into these, they're giant. She held them up to her and she was like, oh, they're fine on me. So she ended up buying them, and now I am bloody well sequin trouser free. Rage. On our way to Lotties, we found this sweet shop and it had a big pick and mix bit at the front of the door. So it told you how much it cost for 100 grams, but they didn't have scales to tell you how much you'd put into your bag. So Cassandra was all happy and she was filling her bag with the stuff that she wanted. And then when she went to pay for it, it came to like £12. We seen these disgusting flavoured drinks that I was going to buy to do a YouTube video, but then when it came down to it, I honestly wasn't brave enough. I mean, even I'm not willing to taste bar flavoured juice. We had been planning on going to Edinburgh the week before, but the weather was diabolical and you do not want to be walking up and down the hills in Edinburgh when it's wet. It's deadly as it is. We had a table booked for lunch and my friends decided to humour me and come along with me to all the shops I wanted to go to. So I was planning on buying a pair of shoes from Lottie's showroom. I was so excited because I've never been to this shop before and I've seen it on TikTok. It sells a regular choice shoes and I don't have any yet, so I was really excited. I wanted a pair of blue shoes that turned out to be a regular choice exclusives. Then I wanted these boots and they weren't in stock yet, so maybe one day I'll get to go back in and buy some. And at the bargain price of only £129.99. The woman who does the regular thinking TikTok videos was working and she was so helpful. I was telling her all my favourite shoes of hers that she owns. She must have thought I was crazy. This is what a showroom looks like. Oh my god. If you love shoes, you have to go and follow her. She's also got a YouTube and a Facebook. I highly recommend her page, it'll blow your mind. We went to the oldest crystal shop in Scotland. I wasn't allowed to film in there and it ended up being underwhelming. Some of the stuff was quite nice, but overall it wasn't that good. Tom decided to get an ice cream donut before his dinner. The restaurant we were going to for lunch was 15 minutes away from the train station, and once we got there it was closed. They had a sign in the window saying that it was closed due to somebody having COVID. The table was booked, they didn't message us, they didn't phone us or email us or anything to tell us that the place was shut. What a cheek. Cassandra and Tom chose another place to eat because it had a 4.7 star rating, and I do not know how this place got a 4.7. They gave us bruschetta without any balsamic glaze and the tomatoes were just chopped with like sprinkles of basil and it wasn't even fresh basil. The spaghetti bolognese was fine, but I mean, you can't really go wrong with spaghetti bolognese. But even so, for a 4.7 star rating, I could have done a better job myself. I will say that the prices weren't that expensive, so it's not as if it was a huge disappointment. I just literally can't believe that it had a 4.7. Demi and I went to a crystal, fossil and gem show, and I was loving it. As we were approaching, I says I was just going to look and I wasn't going to spend any money. Needless to say, I spent a small fortune. I mean, they had raw malachite, for God's sake. I've been looking for that stuff for ages. I've got no willpower. You may already know that I've got another YouTube channel where I talk about positive thinking, crystals, Mandela effects, conspiracy theories and true crime. If you're interested in that, I'll leave the link in the description box below. If you would like to see what I bought, I posted a video on TikTok where I also post other crystal videos, and sometimes I just make normal TikTok videos where I look like an idiot, so if you fancy seeing that, I'll also link that in the description box below. We then went to Primark where I was planning on doing a haul video, and it is the first time I've ever left Primark without buying anything. I mean, I didn't even buy socks, that's how bad it was. It was my niece's birthday and she absolutely loves sloths, so my mum got her this cute sloth cake. I didn't even put her on camera because she was acting as if she was shy again. On the one day that I was actually busy, I received quite a lot of packages to do unboxings, and I also received some PR packages. I still haven't filmed those videos yet, and now I'm going back to work, so God knows when I'm going to get that done. My friend Dee and I went to this Chinese buffet, and it was so good. I haven't been to a buffet in such a long time. As always with buffets, they put the carbs right at the front, and that's so that it fills you up and you eat less. You should never fall for that trick, but yeah, I love a tatty, so I fall for it every time. Then Dee took me for a Starbucks. I finally found time to record a Mandela effect that has been driving me insane, and it's the one about Baloo from the Jungle Book. I've posted it on this channel, so if you haven't seen it, check it out and let me know in the comments what you remember. I then went to Lotus Crystals to get some more crystals that I technically don't need, but I mean, I guess you can never have too many. I'll be posting my haul video for that on TikTok and my Crystal Clear channel. I then had another visit in Primark, and although this one was slightly better, I was planning on doing a haul video, so I was recording in the shop, and I actually only ended up buying socks, but it's better than leaving me nothing. I was actually looking for a dress to wear out, but then I realised that because people haven't really been going out, that's probably why they're not selling any dressy clothes, and everything is just born. There was practically no sequins in sight. I'm just getting ready to go to my friend's house. Excuse the mess in the back. That is always a mess up there. I'm going out tonight, and I literally haven't been out for years, actual years. And I don't really know how I feel about this because I used to go to this place all the time. But somebody told me that it's a minimum £5 a drink, and I am not paying £5 for a vodka and coke. So I'm going to go to my pal's house first and have a drink before we go. Hopefully the next time you see me I'm going to look a bit better. Now, even though I'm going out tonight, I'm going to put like a little bit of makeup on my eyes or whatever, but I'm not putting foundation on, in case you see me later and you think, why does she look like that? I have got pretty amazing skin, and I know that this bit here is like drippy and I'm getting old and stuff, but I really don't think that I need foundation, so don't expect a massive transformation. After a little bit of magic, I transformed into my going out outfit, but my magic was so powerful I blew the hinges off those doors. Needless to say, my mum wasn't pleased. No matter what you say about me in life, you cannot say I'm not classy, so I was drinking Desperado and MD. When I was at my friend's house, she was showing me these old pictures that she found of me. In this I was dressed up for a Saints and Sinners night, and in this I just look so young, I look totally different, and I'm kinda missing my blonde hair. What do you think? Before we went out, we went to cul-de-sac and they had plastic straws, so I was able to take a drink without getting a mouthful of soggy paper. They also had these charging ports on the table and I was like, whoa, now we're living in the future. She ended up taking most of the pictures, so I'll end up posting them on Instagram at some point. After paying £10 in, I ended up only staying in 30s for about half an hour. I'm just lying in bed editing this video, and I've only got another 2 days off work, and I have got so many videos to make. Like, I've got unboxings to do, I've got a PR unboxing to do and a review, and I genuinely don't think I'm going to have time. I had all these plans to make all these videos when I was off, and I ended up just doing anything other than making videos. But last night I went to 30s and it wasn't £5 a drink, but it was £5 minimum spend because you were paying by card. And overall, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, I just wasn't feeling it. We went to cul-de-sac before it, and my friend, like, I'm 37 and she's like 40, and she was saying, oh, we should leave here because everybody's so young. And I was like, we're better off staying somewhere where it's young people, because then they won't chat us up, because they'll just think, oh, they're old, and then they won't come near us. But if you go somewhere that's full of old men, they're like all over you and it just wastes your night. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish editing this video, and then I'm going to have quite a lot of videos on my Crystal Clear channel. Sorry, I've lost my voice. I'm going to be posting quite a lot over there because I'm trying to get more subscribers, and I've got a giveaway on there, and I've also got a giveaway on TikTok. So once again, I mean, it's not the most amazing vlog ever. Sorry, I've just realised I didn't wash my face before I went to bed last night. But that's the good thing about only wearing eye makeup. It's not as if I went to sleep with my foundation on. So it's fine, I can do that. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I need to go and get something to eat. I'm about to die of starvation. Thanks for watching. Bye.